class, the drug I'll be presenting on today is Rohypnol, which is better known as fluzotrazepam, but also known as Hypnodorm, Rohypnol, Narcozep, and the date rape drug. Rohypnol was invented by a pharmaceutical company in Europe, and the drug was then distributed to be sold in all different countries. It didn't become very popular in the United States until the 1990s, and the drug was commonly referred to as the date rape drug due to its sedation effects and its infamous background. The drug was commonly slipped into drinks by sexual predators and used to sedate the user to let the predator take full advantage of the user. The drug had memory loss and blackout effects to the user, which let the predator take full advantage of the user once the drug took its full effect. In 1996, Rohypnol was made illegal in the United States. Rohypnol's classification is a benzodiazepine, and specifically, Rohypnol is an intermediate-acting benzodiazepine. And Rohypnol has properties that resemble the effects of volume, and each tablet contains 1 to 2 milligrams of fluzotrazepam, and when this drug is given at 1 milligram or less, it resembles volume as stated before, but times 10. So it has the properties of volume, but times 10. The effects are times 10. So the tablets can either be taken whole or divided up and taken orally or inhaled. So with that being said, if you're gonna take Rohypnol for non-medical reasons, please don't take more than 1 milligram or else. So indication and uses for Rohypnol is that it was originally intended for Rohypnol to resemble the uses of volume and other benzodiazepines. These effects would include depression of the central nervous system, which ultimately leads to sedation. Since Rohypnol is classified as a benzodiazepine, it does produce the same sedation effects and depression of the nervous system. This drug was originally used in clinical settings, and Rohypnol was used in short-term treatment of insomnia and other sleeping disorders. The effects of the drug would help sedate and reduce the severity of different sleeping disorders and patterns, which the patient had trouble in falling asleep or staying asleep. This sedation of this drug was also utilized in pre-medication for surgical procedures, including anesthesia. And like I said before, one of the more infamous indications and uses of Rohypnol was the drug was commonly used in being slipped into liquids in public settings by sexual predators to physically and mentally incapacitate the user, allowing the predator to make their sexual advances. So contraindications of Rohypnol include psychosis, acute narrow-angle glaucoma, shock, coma, endocrine problems, acute alcohol intoxication, pregnancy, hypersensitivity, and hepatic or renal disease. So warning and precautions for Rohypnol include oversedation, which may result in a depressed psychomotor performance, poor memory, and ataxia. Another warning precautions for using Rohypnol is when mixing Rohypnol with other depressants such as alcohol, marijuana, or buprenorphine can lead to overdepressing the central nervous system and ultimately lead to death. Another warning or precautions for Rohypnol is withdrawal from dependence of Rohypnol may result in withdrawal symptoms such as headaches, muscle pains, extreme anxiety, tension, confusion, irritability, and in extreme cases, withdrawal from Rohypnol users may experience numbness, tingling of extremities, hypersensitivity, light, noise, convulsions, hallucinations, and death. Yay, my favorite part, pharmacokinetics of Rohypnol. So we're gonna do the absorption, the distribution, the metabolism, and the elimination. Ooh. So we're gonna begin with absorption, which is 80% of the oral dose is absorbed. There is a significant first pass effect of 10 to 15%. Bioavailability is 64 to 77%. Peak plasma level will occur at 45 minutes, and it is 80% protein bound. So distribution, Rohypnol, fluzotrazepam, has a half-life of 18 to 26 hours and will be distributed to the brain, and this will take its main effects typically within 15 to 20 minutes after ingestion, which is pretty fast, and it may last for 12 or more hours. So the third step is metabolism, which is metabolized with the CY3PA to two major metabolites, and this is the 7-aminoflucitrazepam, and then the N-desmethylflucitrazepam. Elimination time for the 7-aminoflucitrazepam is 10 to 16 hours, and then for the N-desmethyl is 23 to 33 hours. So last is elimination, in which both are excreted by the glucuronides by the kidneys. Flucitrazepam accumulates with the chronic administration, and its steady levels are achieved in 3 to 5 days. So in short, Rohypnol is a powerful benzodiazepine which was originally used and manufactured to treat people with sleeping disorders such as insomnia due to its sedation effects and relaxation effects. It's currently made illegal in the United States and the United Kingdom, but it's still used in countries such as Mexico for clinical setting and for the same original intended effects.